Hey, how doing, Holmes here, and welcome back to some more Black Myth WuKong boss guide. Today we are going to be taking on the pig boss, or the board boss, Zhu Bajie. And there's two phases to this. So first phase, you fight him here, in this little, I don't know, cozy looking place with the sakura trees. And yeah, this guy doesn't have much. You can dodge all his attacks by dodging sideways here. It's really easy to stun all your light attack. Last hit combos will stun him, and he doesn't really hit that hard in this phase either. You can use stone stance to like pretty much deflect his swings, not the overheads. I don't know why the overhead and jumping attack like this, it does not parry it, or it does not counter it. So yeah, for those ones you're gonna want to dodge. This is probably the most annoying attack, the spin tornado thing, which you can stop it by immobilizing it, and while it's immobilized, and if you do enough damage to it, you can stagger him out of it, or you can just use your heavy attacks to stun him out of that as well. So yeah, up to you guys on how you want to deal with it. And as you can see, he stuns really easy, like he's staggering like crazy right here. So yeah, another way to get away from the tornado, which it doesn't really hit that hard, so it's not really a big of too big of a deal to try to get away from it. But if you really want to, you can use Cloud Step, which I highly recommend you don't. But if you want to, that's up to you. And the reason why I don't recommend going with Cloud Step is because this next phase coming up, I feel like it's easier to deal with him if you are using the Rock Solid spell instead of the Cloud Step spell. So this next phase is gonna have two phases, I guess. I don't know how you want to say, but yeah, because he transforms. So the part one, it's kind of like what we just went through, except he has way more attacks, and he can mix in his transformation with his attacks. So you're gonna see him, that cloud that's floating right there, that's him. As soon as we get into this puddle right here, you want to diagonal right dodge, and then go in for a light attack. This move right here, we can rock solid parry. And then this overhead, get ready to dodge right, and then it's going to do overhead and transform, which you can dodge into him like that for the transformation. After that, he'll either do a jumping attack or this spinning jump attack. So a spinning jump attack doesn't have much reach, so you don't have to worry about it. If it's a jump attack, you have to dodge twice. This move right here, you want to be careful because he does a little running start before he does an attack, so don't dodge too early. Alright, let's see what else you got. Mobilize, get our combos in. And then last hit, stagger. No stagger. Okay, he's doing his tornado spin. As you can see, it didn't really like do that much damage to us. Oh, this is the double jump attack, by the way. And then here's the rest of the combo. Kick, the drop kick, and then when he falls down, there's like a little shockwave around him when he falls like that, so be careful. You can dodge a shockwave by dodging through it, or dodging sideways, or dodging backwards. Alright, if you get hit by the overhead, don't worry about it. Just make sure you parry the spin attack with your rock solid spell. And then once you drop his HP down to 50%, he's going to go into second phase like this, his true form. And then he's going to do this, like, I don't know, like mud explosion, which you can just strafe around to avoid. And then this rush attack, typically he'll do it 3 times. Sometimes he'll just do it like once or twice, so it's random. And then last hit will be him like falling over like that. And then that's a good opportunity to get a full light attack combo in. And then once you have 3 focus bars, hit him with that. And then immobilize, get more damage in. And this should put him into his like little rampage mode. So what I mean by that is he's going to transform into this, I don't know what this is, like it looks like a catfish. So when he drops something like that, that shockwave, you can actually jump it, okay? Or you can use rock solid to quote unquote parry it. And then after that, just pretty much run around, and then it's gonna try to like dive into you like that. You can dodge it by dodging backwards, and then this like surfacing attack, it can actually hurt you, so you can keep dodging backwards to avoid that. And then afterwards, it's gonna transform into Rhino, and it's gonna do the stampede thing with a whole bunch of like freaking clones. So you can try to dodge to the side and try to perfect dodge it if you want to. That last one, just be careful because he comes back around like immediately. So yeah, and then after that he'll transform into catfish, and then he'll rush you, and after his little rush, you transform back to his boar self, I guess. In this phase, it's pretty much the same thing as what we went through when it first goes into second phase, I guess. And then, yeah, it goes back into this catfish mode, and it's pretty much the same like goddamn thing. So you can jump the shockwave. So, and you can hurt him in this form as well. It's just like it's risky, I would say. So I used rock solid to parry it there. Alright. Here's the Rhino Stampede Rush attack. Okay. And it ran me over. You want to try to perfect dodge it if you can. I thought I was screwed there, by the way. Don't try to rock solid it. It's not gonna work. Alright, last part right here. There's a lone shockwave and then he rushes towards you with the catfish form. Going into the boar form. So yeah, I tried running around and stuff like that to see if there's like any safe spots to stand on when he's going into that like whole transformation part, but there isn't. You're literally like stuck in this freaking mud, and it's, at first I didn't even think too much of the mud. I was like, oh, looks like it'll slow you down, but like when you look at your character, there's no debuff, or yeah, there's no like status ailment that tells you like you're slowing down or whatever. But I guess it's like even in Souls games they don't tell you that. So yeah, but your dodges and stuff literally gets like slowed down when you're fighting him in this part. So yeah, if you're like thinking you can dodge it the way you dodge like all the other bosses, yeah, think again, because I don't know, there's a weird delay to the dodges. Like your response timing for like movement and stuff like that, it's slowed down by a bit, or quite a bit. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel when you find them, but for me it threw me off. Like the dodges weren't responding as quickly as I would like it to. So yeah, that screwed me over for a little bit. I usually try to like do these fights without healing, but that was like, it just pissed me off. I was like, okay, you know what, screw it. Like, yeah, F the challenge. I'll freaking heal, whatever. But anyways, enough rambling. Here are my equips going into the fights. So the Kanjin star sets, and then the new staff that we got in this chapter, I think. Yeah, the spirit summon still the same, and then here are my accessories going into the fights. Here are my relics, and lastly here are my skill tree setup and my spell tree setup. Right here I got the full rock solid skill tree upgraded for this fight, just to get around his delayed swings when he's in that humanoid boar form. But yeah, that's about wrap it up for this video. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully this video has helped if you're struggling against this boss, and if it did, hopefully y'all will stay tuned for more. But until next time, I hope to catch y'all later. Outs.